Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We're going live across YouTube right now. Going live across YouTube right now on this Wednesday evening. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on our Wednesday evening live stream. We're going to be live streaming our 10 to 14 day update. So everything that we're doing a regular 10 to 14 day video, we're going to do it for you in this live stream. The only difference is that it's going to be done live rather than as a video upload. And I've got a lot to show you with this one. So I'll be doing a regular 10 to 14 day, but I've got some JMA information to show you from the JMA seasonal model, the Japanese meteorological agency, for the coming winter. And so it's going to be an epic live stream. It's going to be an epic live stream. We are seeing hints of Scandinavian high battery with an Icelandic low, as we say in the title of this live stream. The plot is thickening. You know, the plot is thickening as we're moving ever closer to the start of meteorological winter 2021, no, 2022, 2023. I don't know what winter we're up to at the moment. But no, it's going to be epic. So got lots of our start screen capturing and doing the 10 to 14 day for you around 6:30, I would have thought. I'll go for live chat first. I'll shout out as many of you as I can. And of course, we'll be answering questions along the way as well. If everybody say thank you so much to our moderators for moderating on live stream. So if everybody say thank you so much to, I've got an itchy nose. I want to say thank you so much to Kevin. Kevin is here with us tonight, Kevin Shaw. And to SB as well. The wonderful SB is here too, Alpha SB, and also James 098. We're going to have Paul along a little bit later on. Paul's running a little bit late, but he'll be checking in a little bit later too. So if I say thank you so much to our moderators for moderating on the live stream. It'll be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, moderators, for doing that. We are at 30 concurrent viewers already, 33 now. So, you know, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We'll see how big the stream gets. There's a bit of interest around at the moment, so let's wait and see what happens. SB. Yeah, indeed, SB. Thank you so much. Kevin, no problem. Thank you so much, my friend. I know you've had a busy few weeks of it, Kev. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Right, well, how are we on this Wednesday? It's turning cooler, isn't it? Winter is coming. You know how warm it was at the end of last week and into the weekend, and now the temperature is definitely on the drop, is it? Starting to feel a little bit more like it now, I think, and it's thoroughly wet across the south as well, so you know, there's a cool, wet, very late autumnal feel, maybe early winter type feel starting to set in. Time to get those chestnuts roasting on the open fire. Maybe. Okay, right, well, we're at nearly 45 concurrent viewers now, turning into an epic live stream already. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We will start going through the live chat in a moment, and it's going to be epic. I shall shout you out along the way. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Right, so let's do it, shall we? Let's start off with the first person in us, who was James 098. Our moderator James was here. Good evening, Gav. Good evening to you, my friend. Thank you so much to James 098 for being here. We've also got Matthew Orchard with us. Good evening, Gav, and all. It's pouring with rain here now. It's still dry here just about, I think, but rain is on its way. Very soggy in the south. Thank you so much, Matthew, for being here. Thomas Manning is here. Hello to you, my friend. Good evening to Thomas Manning. And the best of Sweden is here as well. Good evening, everyone. Hello to you. TBOS. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. SB checked in. SB. Thank you so much, Alpha SB, for checking in. Best of Sweden, going to be a nice live stream, I think. There's a lot of interest at the moment. Best of Sweden, a lot of interest with what's going to happen with Scandi High versus the Atlantic low. I think you're going to be in for some snow, maybe, towards the end of the week and the weekend. Let me know, TBOS, if snow is on the way. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Okay, Steffi checked in. Steffi Adcock, thank you so much, Steffi Adcock, for being here. No, I'm not in placing at there. YouTube, sorry. I'm so sorry everyone will be have live stream without a cough. No, SB is here. Just finished teaching. Hello everyone. Thank you so much, so much, Steph, for being here. Good evening, Steffi. I had a lovely day. Chris Ailing is here. To you, my friend. Good evening, Chris Ailing. Michael Johnston here as well. Good evening, Gavin. Thank you so much to Michael, for being here. Amazing, incredible. Thank you so much, my friend. SB is finally able to be here on time on Wednesday. Holidays are great. Have you had a day off, SB? Just a day, or is it like a holiday that you're having, a week or so? Let me know, SB. Thank you so much to the moderators, to SB, to James, and to Kevin, for moderating. Okay, let's have a listen then. No, let's have a look, I should say. Right, you're chatting amongst yourselves. That's lovely to see. Right, Shiram. Hello, Shiram. Hello, Gavin. Wet November is a good sign for a cold winter. Does that mean winter has a good chance of cold? We will see, Shiram. I can't let any cats out of the bag. We're going to look at November data for our very last update. Update number 13, which will be coming up not this Sunday but next Sunday. This Sunday we're going to be looking at hurricanes data. And that's going to be interesting. Hurricanes data, we're going to be looking at a couple of things that we've never looked at before in terms of the hurricane season. And I can't wait, I can't wait to present that to you. I think it'll be an interesting 12th update, but the 13th and final update, we'll be having a look at November data if we can work it out, because we'll be pitching it to try and think where we're going to be by month's end and that. Looks like you're going to have a very wet and very mild November, so it should be relatively easy to pitch it. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see, my friend. And she says to Shiram for being here. Right, okay, let's come down then for the right chat. Matthew Orchard, 11 Celsius here and very wet. Wow, 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 wow. Rain's going to be setting in here, I think. We're getting close to 60 contributors. If you can, smash the like button. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying this live stream. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. In around 20 minutes time, 22 minutes. I'm not going to be too late tonight. I've got a lot to show you. In around 22 minutes time, 6:30, we will start doing our 10 to 14 day live. And it's going to be epic. I can't wait to bring that to you. Right, okay, Tim is here. Hello to Tim. Thank you so much, my friend. Tim for being on the live stream. Mark Kunish, even Gavin. As you say, even with a negative AO and NAO, there's no guarantee for cold for us to get cold. Does the blocking need to be in the right place? That's right, Mark. Yeah, you can get all the indexes looking absolutely great. I think they did very often in the winter of 2005-06, for example, but nevertheless, despite that, you can still find yourself on the wrong side of the block, or we can, and we end up mild. So yes, you've got to get the blocking in the right place, Mark. That is ever critical. Mark, Gavin, La Nina being in its third year, is it like 2000, 103 years? Yes, that's right. It's like a triple dip. We've got a triple dip going on at the moment, Mark, which means that, sorry once again, everybody. That means it's like the third year in succession. Or the third winter in succession for La Nina. So that's happened a couple of times, which was 2000, 2001. That's the first time, or the most recent time. And the time before that was 75, 76, 1975, 1976. It did also happen in the 1930s. I think there was a long run through the early to middle 1930s of La Nina. And we had a triple dip there. I think the final one of that was probably about 1934, 1935, winter of 1934, 1935, and that coincided with the Dust Bowl, but I'm sure everybody's heard about in America. And Melania was partly responsible for that, not the only thing that's going on there, but partly, but 3 year Melania was responsible for that. Anyway, yes, so it's like 2000, 2001, and 75, 76. The difference with this shows, but those two, I think one in the 1930s as well, was central and western, a central western based La Nina, whereas this one is going to be an eastern, or is an eastern based La Nina. Now, eastern based La Ninas tend to favour a colder winter outcome, as we explained in our winter update, but we have never had a triple dip eastern based La Nina, so it will be very, very interesting. We're kind of in uncharted territory with this to some degree, so it's going to be very, very, you know, very interesting to see what happens and where it all goes, you know, from here. We're at 74 concurrent viewers. Goodness gracious me, big liking. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. In around 20 minutes, we're going to do some screen capturing for you. We will bring you our 10 to 14 day live. Okay, let's carry on then. Right, okay, Mark, good news, Gavin. I'm trying to bank hospital a week on Monday as a meet and greet at the entrance. Well done, my friend. Thank you for your service. And I know that job meant so much to you, so I'm so pleased that, you know, you've got it back after losing it over the pandemic. And that, congratulations to Mark Knish, and thank you so much for that, my friend. Thank you so much. Right, okay. Mark, Gavin, for us to get cold winter, does it normally happen every 15 years, or can it be sooner? You normally get like 1 or 2 a decade, but it does vary. You know, we had a lot in the 1960s and 1940s, for example, and we barely had any like in much of 2000. So it does vary. But yeah, like 1, maybe 2 a decade, generally. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Kevin, checked it. How's it, Kev? Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. I hope you're doing okay, Kev. Thank you so much. You've had a busy few weeks of it. Thank you so much, Kevin, for being here tonight. Mark, Gavin, if we didn't have the Gulf Stream, even the Westerners would be cold then. Yeah, without the Gulf Stream, I suppose we would have a climate similar maybe to Iceland, probably a little bit like that, but not quite as cold as Iceland, but similar, and maybe Norway as well. We probably have a climate similar to those two. I would have thought. Right, okay, Steffi, very busy teaching-wise, but otherwise okay, not starting Christmas shopping. Oh, wow, I've not started either, Steph. Mark, Gavin, did you know about a lot of your old videos, like 5-day broadcasts, is all on YouTube still from 2012? Do you ever watch yourself from back then or not? No, I don't watch any of my content, except if anybody has a complaint or something, so if something goes wrong with a video, then I have to watch it, but otherwise, no, I don't watch. I never have enjoyed watching myself, but I know every single thing that I have uploaded, with 1 or 2 exceptions, but more or less every single thing that I've ever uploaded is available over 2 channels to watch completely free and whatnot. Years ago, I got took to task. Remember when I started doing like the PayPal and Patreon pages? I got took to task by somebody who was very upset with me, actually, for they thought I was you know, going to start charging for my content, to be able to review the content. But that's never been the case. The PayPal and Patreon and that, it's all you know, voluntary, and like what we do on YouTube with the channel membership and that's all voluntary as well. But it has always been the case that right from the very beginning up to now and forever in the future, every single thing that I upload to YouTube over the 2 channels will always be 100% free for everybody to watch on demand whenever they want, you know, right from the beginning to whenever the end comes and beyond, you know. So yeah, and I'm quite proud about that, you know, that I don't delete, I don't remove anything, so it's all out there for everybody, with 1 or 2 exceptions. There was like a historic video I wasn't very happy with from 2012. I got rid of that Like there was a couple of years ago where we had some crazy stuff going on. I had to, get rid of a couple of videos then. But no, generally everything that I do is freely available, and anybody can go back and watch any video that they would like at any time. Right, okay, thank you so much, my friend. I'm off on a bit of a tangent with that, so let's see where we are in the live chat. Right, okay, Chris, wet and cloudy here in Peacehaven on the south coast of England. I think the best we can hope is a good frost this winter, but no snow. We shall see, Chris. It's very early days, my friend. Right, okay, Kevin, this should help you relax at Steffi, and Kev's doing well, been a busy few weeks, it has. Steffi's a bit stressed as well. I know it's been a busy few weeks for you, Kev, thank you so much for being here, and Steffi is a little bit stressed too, just eating a tea. I'm so sorry to hear that you're stressed, Steffi, I hope everything's okay. Hope everything's alright. Right, okay, let's come down through the live chat. Then Duncan Wood is here. How to you, my friend? How to Duncan? Mark, Gavin, Thomas the Weatherman, Thomas Schaffenacke. We love the Schaff. Thomas Schaffenacke is on at BBC Newsnight. Is he really? I'm competing with the Schaff then. Oh, wow, I couldn't compete with the Schaff. Right, okay, Matthew Richards is here. How do you, my friend? Duncan Wood is here. I've already shout out Duncan, I think. Saying this is turning into wet November. It certainly is. I think it's going to be like a very wet month. We're at 80 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Please smash that like button. Let YouTube know. Make your own German life. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you can do that. Global weather updates is here. How to you, my friend? Hello to GW. Haven't seen you for a very long time. Thank you so much. Jake Haberson. Hi, Gav. For the most part of Europe, the models have seemed to have backed off the intensity of cold weather. Let's wait and see. AM, how did you learn weather and your knowledge, Gav? And what got you into it? Oh, that's a very good question. So, I've always been interested in weather since I was very little. Earliest weather memory would be winter 81, 82. Watching BBC forecast with my dad, who I lost, in 2016. But, earliest forecast, was then. And, so that's kind of got the interest going. Then, of course, I went through the 1980s winters, and we had a trilogy in the middle of the 1980s was severely cold, and I always thought, very cold winters was like the norm for us, but as it turns out, that's not the case. Actually, so when we got to 87, 88, which was a very mild winter, it was a little bit of a shock to me. But nevertheless, by that point, I had well and truly got the weather bug, and it's just stuck with me, really. And as time has gone on, I've got more knowledge on self-taught. I'm not, professional meteorologist. I'm a self-taught amateur meteorologist, and but I think I have quite a high degree of knowledge for an amateur, and it's purely based on what I've observed and teaching myself about this subject. But it goes back a very long way. I love it goes back a very long way to 81, 82, when I was like 4 years old then, during that winter. Thank you so much, my friend. JL is here. Host of JL. Tim is here as well. Good evening to you, my friend. Nick Gledhill. I hope it's more interesting than 2021, 2022 turns out. So to all of us. Jake, GFS trials there. Looks interesting. Have a look at trials there very short. Thank you so much, my friend. At 90 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Please smash that like button. Let YouTube know you're enjoying the live stream. At 90 concurrent with 5 likes. So if you could give us a thumbs up, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody. Matthew Richard, be typical with energy prices if we get a cold winter. There's so much interest at the moment due to the energy prices about what this winter is going to be doing. Chris Beast is here to you, my friend. Jake Haverson, also Gav, the Scandi High hints which we have at the moment. Could maybe a teaser. You never know. You never know, my friend. Right, what's happening at the bottom of the live chat? Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Syria. Super chat. Woo. Thank you so much. Josh. to Josh, your wonderful world of nature and weather. Thank you so much, Josh. That is incredibly kind. Thank you so much, my friend. Drink out of magic water. Goodness gracious me, what a live stream. Well, I've been going to hit 100 concurrently for very much longer. And we aren't going to be screen catching for another 10 minutes. So it is turning into an epic live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Josh for your super chat. Right, where I get to in the live chat. Let's have a look. Steffi, regarding learning about weather at AM, if you watch useful channels like Gavs that are educational and pick it up bit by bit, you can also study at university, which some of us have done. Yeah, that's right, Steph. I picked it up. I picked a lot up from BBC Weather. Actually, I don't know if they still do, but they used to do like a 5-minute forecast called Weather View on BBC Two at 5 to midnight. And I used to watch that avidly from about the age of 13. It used to drive my parents absolutely nuts. But I got school the next day, but I was staying up till 5 to midnight every single night. But I used to watch it, and it was so knowledgeable, and it went in depth into why the weather was doing what it was doing, which you didn't really get on the regular forecast. So that was the first thing. And then, of course, going online, you pick your... So I've been online, 2000, and you pick your sources and your resources and whatnot, and that's how I've got my knowledge, completely self-taught. But the love riddle started at a very, very, very young age. Right, Trevor Hawley said, good evening, Gav, from a very soggy South Coast. Thank you so much, my friend. Glenn Oliver is here as well. Hello to you, my friend. Right, let's have a look. Ben Riley is here. Hello to you, Ben. Say, good evening, Gavin. I'm so optimistic about this upcoming winter. We shall see, my friend. Chris Clifford. Hello to you, Chris. Evening at GavsWeatherVids. Are you on the magic water tonight? I have got a little bit of magic water with me, actually. SB, week and a day off work. That's great, SB. You enjoy it. SB. Shiram, I think the winter of 13-14 is unlikely going as water off last year is cooling down. Well, we had quite cool waters there, though, last winter. And it didn't do anything for us, really, did it? The Woken Spirit, hello to you. Everyone loves rain. Rain. Well, we've got to make up the rainfall deficit. I don't know about everybody loving it, but, it's needed anyway. Right, is this going to get to 100 concurrent? We're at 99 right now. Let's just drop. I think we're going to hit 100 concurrent in a moment, though. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Josh saying evening all, maybe some upland snow in the north soon. I would not be surprised, Josh, as projections start to dig southwards. It could begin to happen. Jason Stebbins, hello to you, my friend. Stephen Nash, hello to you. Shiram, why is winter night 2005-6 not cold down despite all of the non-blocking? I think we must have just got very, very unlucky. We have 100 concurrent viewers. Wow. Thank you so much. 100 concurrent with 38 likes. If you could smash that like button, let YouTube know that you're enjoying this live stream. That'd be absolutely fantastic if you could do that. And thank you so much, everybody, again, just to 100 concurrent before we even start screen capturing. The interest is going up and up and up at the moment. Thank you so much. Sharon, I think we just got very, very unlucky with that winter, but it is a little bit of a mystery. The cold just could not seem to get out of like northern and northeastern Europe, really. And I think we was very unlucky with it. Matthew Richards, if you want a cold winter, you leave North Atlantic high elongated north to south, with UK on the eastern side, like in 2010. Yeah, that's right. The Azores High still has a role to play, even if it's not bringing us mild weather. Chris Ailing, let's wait and see how winter pans out and just focus on the next 7 to 10 days. And we will have some weather trends, but the high got to be in the right place. That is true, Chris. Thank you so much for being here. Tiny Toy Car is here. Hello to you, my friend. Thank you so much to Tiny Toy Car for being on the live stream. Kevin Barber, good evening, Gav, the most sexy moderators. Matron. And all the awesome weather lovers. Well, I'm pleased that I've got sexy moderators. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you so much, my friend. And of course, thank you to our sexy moderators. That's made me laugh. Kevin, James098, and Espy, you are sexy moderators. Right, well, look at this. Kieran! Super chat! Kieran saying, hi Gab, loved your Christmas update yesterday. So close to a white Christmas. Hopefully we see what I'm saying over the coming weeks. Let's hope so. It's a little bit more interesting, that Christmas update. Next Christmas update will be tomorrow, of course. Next Christmas update is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be epic. Right, okay, we'll find out then. Thank you so much, Kieran, for your super chat. Right, so Isaac Shaw saying hi at GavsWeatherVids. Where do I find the information about solar, about how solar events affect weather? So sorry everyone. People mention it affects the weather. I have never understood. It's the only thing I don't understand. I'm not sure if there's an actual website you can go to. It's just what we have observed, over time, when you have, particularly around just our solar minimum, that hasn't really worked out in this solar cycle, but generally around our solar minimum, you tend to get an increased chance across northern Europe of cold weather due to the effects of the jet stream. The jet stream weakens and whatnot. And when you're around solar maximum, it's observed that you tend to get milder, stormier winters, again, due to the effects on the jet stream ramping up. It's not a global effect. It seems to be more of a Northern European, possibly also North American impact, but particularly Northern European impact. But I'm not sure there's an actual website you can go to see that. It's just what you observe looking back through history and through time. Thank you so much, my friend. Andrew Barker is here. Hello to you, my friend. Good to Andrew Barker. Shiram, hello, Gavin. Have you got any ideas for a future historic trilogy video? So that's a good question. No, I haven't, Shiram. We're going to finish the Christmas trilogy this year with all February, well, not all February, but February data. No, that will be like the third and final part of the trilogy for this Christmas day. And then after that, I don't know. But hopefully there'll be another trilogy at some point. Mark Griffiths, hello to you, my friend. Hi, Gav, love your vids. The number January 87, mate. Most snow ever here in Cornwall. It was an epic month, wasn't it? Epic. JL, Gav, has there been a month with a CT 10 Celsius higher or lower than average? I don't think so, JL, but we may have got close to it in recent years, but I don't think so. Right, okay, Juliet, thank you so much to Juliet, great for checking in. Foo, I'm just made here, thank you so much to Juliet for being here. Juliet, is your kitchen in? It's due to be put in on Tuesday, wasn't it? Has your kitchen arrived? Let me know. Juliet. Rocket Pigu, hello to you, my friend. Trains and Baines, hello to you. Thank you so much, Trains and Baines, for being here. Saying great commitment. Thank you so much, my friend. Jason Sebbons, it was chilly here this morning. 4 degrees on the car temperature. Andrew Barker, Gab, did you keep the famous blackout video? Yes, I did. That live stream is still available. You can find that if you go back far enough. It's a little bit tricky, but it was the last Sunday. It's a little bit tricky to go back through all of the videos, but it was the last Sunday of August 2020. So if you just put that date, I'm not sure what the date was, but if you just put that date and Gav's live stream, into the search bar, you'll find it. And then, of course, while I was off in the spring, I did like a little upload video actually, but just focused purely on that part of the live stream, the plunging to darkness. So yes, that is still available for everybody. James Young is here. Thank you so much, James Young, for being on live stream. I did nearly hide that. I did hide it for a few hours afterwards because I was so mortified about what I had done, but I knew I would never leave it down, so I thought the best thing to do was just to make it publicly available live stream and just embrace it. And it's what I'm famous for. Really, whatever I do in my life, I think I'm going to be mostly famous for for the plunge into darkness. To be honest, but there we go. Right, okay, I'm going to start screen catching for you in around 2 minutes time. I'm going to come down to the bottom of live chat in a moment. I realise there's very busy in my live chat tonight, so I'm going to be missing out a lot of people. So if I'm not giving anybody a shout out, then please give me a thumbs up emoji, a waving emoji. I'll give you a shout out in a moment before I start screen capturing. Adam Brunson is here. Hi Adam, thank you so much to Adam for being on our live stream tonight. Francetta, hello to you Fran, thank you so much to Francetta for making our live stream as well. Ollie Crow is here. Good evening, Ollie. Kirk Ford. Hello, Gav. It's bucketing it down here in Barnstable, North Devon. Wish the rain can go away. No, getting fed up with it, lol. It's making up, I said. You know, we had it dry and hot for so long. I said eventually it will make up for it, and so it is. It's making up. Katrine, how did Katrine Baser? Thank you so very much, Katrine, for being on the live stream. Mark thinks you're like Thomas the Weatherman, Gavin. I am really not. For a start, I am nowhere near as good looking as Mr. Schaffnacker, and I don't have his dress style, dress sense. Most of the time I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards, but Thomas is always very, very well turned out. But thank you so very much for being kind, Mark. Steffi, yes, at GavsWeatherVids, concur that you definitely have a high degree of meteorological knowledge. Thank you so much, Steffi. Entirely self-taught. Peter, hello to you, my friend. Hello to Peter. Kevin, Barbara, I'm sick to death with all of this rain. I've taken so many soakings, I think I've got water on the brain. It's a wet spell, but, we had it dry and hot for so long. It will always make up. In the end. Andrew Barker, GFS 12 says, heavy snow carved in the UK last for 4 months. I don't know, Andy. Is he doing something exciting? Maybe it is. I might get, as you said, Val, because I don't know what it's doing, but let's get the weather outlook up, just in case we've got to look at some data there. The precipitation type forecast from them. Right, that's up. Okay. Right, I don't want to see, but going to look at Charles in a moment. Thank you so much to Andrew Barker, for that. Right, I better come down to the bottom of the live chat because time is getting on. So I'm going to come down to the bottom of the live chat and see you all at the bottom of the live chat. Hello to all of you. I'm now at the bottom of the live chat. If I've missed anybody and you want to shout out, then please give me a thumbs up emoji or a waving emoji, and I'll do that before I start screen capturing for you in around 2 minutes time. Suit is here. How to Suit? And well, Darth Vader has arrived. Thank you so much, Darth Vader, for checking into the live stream tonight. Thank you so much, Darth, for checking in. Now, Juliet. Oh, Juliet. Oh, no, Juliet. Gav Cyber Saga goes on and on. No, you've not got your kitchen in then, Juliet. I thought they were going to bring it, yesterday. Oh dear, I'm so sorry to hear that, Julia. It's not good, is it? I'm just leaving you without a kitchen all of these weeks. What do they think you're going to do to cook on that? You channel your inner Mrs. P and just tell them to get their fingers out. Shake your fist at them and get them onto it. Maybe, where are they based? Maybe you could go and have a sit-in or something at their offices until you get your kitchen. I know, I'm so sorry to hear that, Juliet. For Welsh Fisherman, I'm getting 1978 vibes the way this autumn has turned out so far. Could those similarities continue into winter as well? I wonder. I wonder. Right, okay. Tom Williams, over to you, my friend. Dave Elliott, good evening to you, Dave. Thank you so much. Always make sure you do names in live chat. Please make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Thank you so much for doing that. Z4. Hello to you, my friend. Right, okay. Mikey is here, Mikey Rawcliffe. Good evening to Mikey. Thank you so much, Mikey Rawcliffe, for being on our live stream tonight. That's amazing, incredible. Thank you so much for being here. Tom Mosler, 11 months, first time with not had an average or below average seating from January to November. We came very close to it in 1995, I remember, but March was a little bit on the cool side. Then I think. Right, okay. Glenn Oliver, how to you, my friend? Good to Glenn Oliver. I think that's everybody shouted out who wants a shout out. So I think that's all of you shouted out. Z4 PP3D, hello to you, my friend. Okay. Thomas Hackney. Wish it would snow on Christmas Day as it is my birthday. Oh, wow, you got a Christmas Day birthday. That's epic. Tammy Hackney. That's epic. I'm not sure I'd like a Christmas Day birthday, really, but I don't know. I bet you get a lot of presents and that, though. Mikey Rawcliffe, good evening, Gav. And everyone, hope you're well. Very wet nights here tonight. It is very wet out there tonight, isn't it? Very, very wet. Paul's here as well. Getting to Paul James. Betrayal Rouse arrived. Thank you so much, Paul, for being here. We've got the full moderator set with us tonight. Kevin, Paul, James, and SB. Thank you so much to our moderators. Julie, hi Gab, lots of everyone else. Hope everyone's okay. Thank you so much, Julie, for being here. Right, I think we're going to do some screen capturing for you now, but we're going to bring you our 10 to 14 day. It's been an epic live stream so far. We have 120 concurrent viewers. Goodness gracious me, what a live stream. 120 concurrent with 52 thumbs up. Please smash that like button, everybody. Let YouTube know that you are enjoying the live stream. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you can all do that. We're going to bring you, it's been an epic live stream so far. Thank you so very much, everybody. We're going to bring you our 10 to 14 day live right now. So I'm going to turn off the webcam for this. We're going to do everything that we've done in a 10 to 14 day video, but we're doing it live. And then you'll be able to watch it, you know, on demand as a video if you want to do that after the stream. So I wouldn't normally have the webcam on when I'm doing 10 to 14 days, so I will be disappearing for the next 20 minutes or so. I will be back at the end of the stream to wrap it up, though. Thank you so much. I shall see you a little bit later on. There we go. I have gone. I'm going to turn off the image as well. There we go. The image is gone. You've been plunged into darkness. But not for much longer, because here we go. We're screen capturing now on this Wednesday evening. And it's absolutely epic. So, let's see then. Kieran. My birthday is 3 days after Christmas. The day I was born, it snowed, apparently. Oh, wow. That is exciting. I always think like 17th of October is a bit, it's a bit too close to Christmas, to be honest. But, no, that's epic. That's epic. Christopher Armes, evening Gav. I'm ashamed to say this is the first live stream I've caught since last winter. What has happened to Savvy? Well, first of all, my friend, do not be ashamed about this being your first live stream. That's no problem whatsoever. A lot of people are checking in now as we're getting closer to the winter, so don't worry about that at all. You know, just catch the streams when you can, when you're available to. Sav has taken some time away from the internet, so you know, Sav needed to have an extended break for his health, for his physical health, for his mental health, and so he has completely departed the internet for the time being. I don't think Savvy will return, and of course we wish him all the best. You know, we wish him all the best to the furry one, of course. You know, because health and mental health is very, very important, and it comes first. And I know he's doing great because I speak to him regularly. I knew Savvy before he was, you know, on YouTube himself with his gaming channel. So I go back, you know, several years with Sav. and I do speak to him regularly, so I know he's absolutely fine. He's a lot better than he was earlier on in the year. He is enjoying his life and having a lovely life, you know. And we wish him all the best. We wish all the best to Savvy, of course we do. And you know, that's it. So health, of course, is what matters. Health and family. You know, there's nothing more important, is there, than health and family. Tom Mosler, thanks, Gav, for the great live stream. Thank you so much, my friend. And Tim, good luck to Savvy. Wish him the best. So say all of us. We all say that, don't we? Paul James, I miss Savvy. Yeah, we all do. And James, you and I say we're all missing Savvy, but mental health always comes first. Of course it does. And physical health as well. Right, let's have a look then. So we're going to bring you our 10 to 14 day now. Here we go. So, sensing temperature is updated to the 15th of November yesterday, so we're halfway through the month, reached halfway point of the month, and we are 10.8 degrees, 10.8 I should say, which is 4.3 degrees above average, provisional to yesterday. So, of course, exceptionally mild November so far. Look at all of these mild months. I won't go through them again, but look at all these warm months we've had this year. It's been a remarkable year. That should start coming down from now onwards. We shall see where it comes down to. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. We're at Birmingham today. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Birmingham. We're starting off close to average at the moment. Actually going to go a little bit cooler than average with the upper air temperatures in the next day or two. That carries on in towards the final week of November before there's a little bit of a lift up there. So as we go into the closing days of November, possibly to the start of December, there is a slight milding trend that's going on there. That could be associated with high pressure. I think the main story though is actually going to be precipitation for the rest of November. Very wet ensemble graph here, big rainfall spikes telling us there's going to be lots of precipitation to come, so plenty of rain on the way. Temperature anomalies from the 16th to 24th of November, going to be around average. Not a particularly big deviation. Notice it is getting colder with the anomaly across some eastern parts of Europe, but for us, temperature anomaly is about average, maybe a little bit above itself, a little bit below in the north, not a particularly big deviation. Precipitation anomaly from the 16th to 24th of November is wetter than normal. The latest wind flow map from nullschool.net shows that low pressure is in control. The main area of low pressure is to the south of Iceland. We have got a little secondary low across the far south and southwest of the country, and we've already heard it's very wet in the south at the moment, and that secondary low will be taking that heavy rain, strong winds northwards across the country overnight and through tomorrow. Right, let's start going through the chart data then. So we'll have a look at the UK Met Euro run. First of all, we're going to go 72 hours and click hard. If you enjoyed the live stream so far, thank you so much everybody for being here, and if you could smash the like button, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Don't forget to tell your friends and family about GavsWeatherVids as well, and you know, give us a sub, tell friends and family to subscribe, and thank you so very much everybody for doing that. We need to put on around 38 subscribers now to get to 14.8k. We're getting ever closer to 14,800 subscribers. If you could give us a sub, it would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. Right, here we go then. UK Met Euro midday run, trials there for Saturday. Next area of low pressure coming in off the Atlantic up against this blocking area of high pressure and trying to get going over Scandinavia. This is a battle. Look at this. The low pressure is stalling with its weather front as it comes up against that blocking area of high pressure. The front is stalling and beginning to set a bit of a slider low going. I explained that in yesterday's 10 to 14 day. Another area of low pressure coming in on Monday will bring another deluge into the south, and as we go on into the middle of next week, this gets us to Wednesday. Still the battle commences really, but it's a low pressure that's still driving in from off the Atlantic up to the middle of next week. The high pressure over Scandinavia being kept in its box. Icon! Looks like that again. High pressure blocks over Scandinavia. Low pressure is out to the west. There's low pressure coming up against that blocking area of high pressure. Right, so as we run on into Monday, still low pressure coming up against that, blocking out of high pressure, sliding a little bit to the south, wet windy weather to come, and the battle continues really up to the middle of next week. That gets us to midnight on Thursday. The high pressure is still in place over Scandinavia, that's not going anywhere. Low pressure still coming up against that high, keeping us relatively mild and wet, although it won't be that mild, it'll probably be quite cool and wet. The GFS midnight run looked like this, with again low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic. The open next week being plenty of wet weather up against that area of high pressure over Scandinavia. This is a proper meteorological battle that is going on, but we stay with those areas of low pressure until the closing days of months, and then high pressure tries to reach to our south and east, turns us drier in the south anyway, and also milder. That's how we look as we get to the end of the GFS midnight run, 2nd of December. Still the battle goes on. The high pressure is over Scandinavia, the low pressure is in the Atlantic, the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. How about the 6Z? Let's have a quick look at the GFS 6Z, and again we find low pressure coming up against that blocking area of high pressure over weekend, about next week, plenty of bands of rain to come. Maybe the high pressure decreasing a little bit over Scandinavia as we move up towards day 10, with low pressure continuing to be the driving factor. Then high pressure taking over to our south and east, bringing a lot of dry weather as we get to the end of November and the beginning of December. We set up a large region of high pressure. That'll probably bring the cruise of Tucson into the opening days of December. A little bit of frost and fog possible there. Right, how's the GFS 12Z looking? So once more, low pressure is coming up against that blocking area of high pressure through the weekend and part of next week, being plenty of bands of rain with it. As we go into the extended range, high pressure starts reaching in from the southwest around day 10, turning us drier. And that high pressure going up towards Scandinavia. Oh, look at this. High pressure going up towards Scandinavia. Low pressure coming up against that in the closing days of November. Could that be delivering a little bit slow? Oh, wow, 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 wow. That's exciting. Look at this. Slider low. We've got a slider low here at the end of November within quite cold air, I think. So winds actually turn to the east as that low pressure slips away. That could deliver some snow with that, and then high pressure builds in afterwards, bringing frost and fog. That could bring a risk of snow, I think, there. More about that in a moment. Quite an interesting GFS 12Z that. So again, look how that low pressure trying to come in from the Atlantic, bumping into the Scandinavian high and sliding southwards. One of the upper air temperatures with that. Let's have a quick look. So they look like that. So not overly cold. Not got -5 Celsius ice, but we have got the 0 Celsius isotherm. I don't know, it's probably a lot of cold rain. But we will have a look at the precipitation forecast based on that GFS run from Weather Outlook in a moment. Right, let's go to the GEM, see what that one's doing. So again, GM 12Z GM has low pressure in the Atlantic, battling with high pressure over the weekend and into the early part of next week. Low pressure continues to battle away through the early part of next week, bringing plenty of spells of rain with it, heading up towards day 10. Just keeping low pressure going up towards day 10, but notice heights are rising within the high latitudes as we come towards the end of the month. Back at 26th November, heights are rising within the northern latitudes. That does look quite interesting. And then the ECM WF 12Z is still coming out, so we'll look at that at the end of the live stream, but have a look at 12Z first of all. The midnight run, I should say, first of all. So low pressure again, battling against that Scandinavian high over weekend and into next week. Plenty of wind and rain to come all the way up to day 10. But the ECM midnight run looks very unsettled. Maybe a little bit lower with the heights over Scandinavia, but we'll have a look at the GFS 12, the ECM 12 in a moment. Precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from Timeout.com shows loads of wet weather across the country over the next day or so. Gradually just its way northwards. We're all going to get a lot of rain in the next couple of days, and then more wet weather coming in off the Atlantic Saturday into Sunday. That could deliver a little bit of snow up in the north. On into next week, more wet weather again, hail, snow, possible for Scotland and the far north of England with that, maybe wintry showers into high ground of northwestern regions, and then further wet weather piling in from the southwest. That's 23rd of March, bringing another deluge across the country. That's followed by more wintry showers to the north. And then by day 10, the next massive rain is gathering out to west. Again, there's a stretch of a little snow over high ground, possibly being mixed in with that. Let's have a look at the precipitation forecast based on the GFS run. So let's do that. So with this, we want to go to precipitation type, I think, and we want to go to UK and precipitation type. There we go. So just have a quick look at what precipitation is doing with that GFS 12Z run. Was there much in the way of wintry weather with that? Let's have a look. So initially, of course, we're seeing these bands of heavy rain coming in with little bits of wintriness over high ground in the far north, but it's mainly rain coming and going up to around day 10. Now, what happens after that into the more extended? Let's see. So, in comes that precipitation as we go in. So it is mostly cold rain with that. Mostly cold rain, man. Not much. So some snow for Scotland, but mainly that is quite a bit of cold rain coming and going. Hill snow over Wales. Yeah, the upper air temperatures weren't quite cold enough. But nevertheless, interesting trends as that area of low pressure comes up against that blocking high to our northeast. Right, back to the ECM. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensemble today. Board day 10. That's the 26th of November. 15 members of the ECM ensembles with deep low pressure in off the Atlantic. Plenty of wind and rain come with that. 9 with low pressure in from the Atlantic as well. A little bit of blocking up to the north, however. Heights are rising there, that includes the control and the operational run. Another 9 just here again, low pressure in off the Atlantic, plenty of wind and rain with that. Another 9 down here, low pressure is out to west, high pressure is over to the east of the country and reaching up to Scandinavia. That's trying to turn things colder. And then yet another 9 with more low pressure in off the Atlantic. They generally look very unsettled in 10 days' time, and in 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got, and this looks very interesting. This is the 1st of December. 17 members of the ECM ensemble with high pressure from Scandinavia towards Greenland, bringing probably quite a cold southeasterly wind. 14 with high pressure blocking to the north. Low pressure is over to the south. Could that be delivering a little bit of snow maybe for the opening days of December? 11 with a nice looking ridge from Greenland to Scandinavia. That'll be bringing a proper easterly wind, probably bringing snow showers to southern and eastern areas, and another 9 down here with high pressure to our south and west. That's going to be a slightly milder option with a little bit more of an Atlantic influence. Very interesting trends 2 weeks out as we get to 2 weeks out with the ECM ensemble. CFS read 2 week clears. These are 500 millibar high times going down into week periods. The first week period takes from 16th to 2nd of November. Coming to have a low pressure to the west and looks very unsettled. If you want to see the JMA seasonal, some JMA seasonal data, by the way, everybody, please give me a thumbs up or waving emoji, and we'll have a look at that for you before we wrap the live stream up. So week 1, 16th, 22nd of November, CFS looks very unsettled, low pressure, needing plenty of rain. Week 2, how do I get my highlighter up? There we go. Week 2, the 23rd, 29th of November, low pressure again, bringing lots of wet and windy weather in from off the Atlantic Ocean. Week 3, it's going to be the 30th of November, 6th of December, heights rising to the north and reaching through western Europe. That's turning colder and dry and colder, frost and fog. And then week 4 looks like that, and it's going to be the 7th to the 13th of December. High pressure centred towards Scandinavia, almost pulling in an east wind, but just not quite right. Probably still bringing a lot of frost and fog and whatnot, but just not quite there for snow. This is how CFS looks in terms of December overall. 700 millibar high time today, suggesting quite a bit of blocking to the north. You'll think that's going to be bringing winds from an east or a northeasterly direction. So hinting that it could be quite a cold December. The temperature anomaly is about average, but I would have thought that level of blocking, you'd expect a cold of an average month, and not much of a signal for precipitation. Right, let's go back to YouTube. Wow, we're at 161 concurrent viewers. Goodness gracious me, this is the biggest live stream we've done for a very long time. I think that's beats any live stream that we did last winter. Actually, that is epic. Okay, Best of Sweden wants to see the JMA. Josh wants to see the JMA. Sharon wants to see the JMA. Darth Bader wants to see the JMA. Matthew Orchard wants to see the JMA. Matthew Richards wants to see the JMA. Michael Johnson wants to see the JMA. James 298 wants to see the JMA. And Bluns wants to see the JMA. Andrew Barker wants to see the JMA. Katrine wants to see the JMA. Paul James wants to see the JMA too. Okay, let's do that for you, Ben. So, this just updated the other day. This is how JMA is looking in terms of the mean pressure anomaly for winter 2022-2023, suggesting high pressure dominating an anti-cyclonic winter is predicted there. The next tri-monthly period for January, February, March suggests high pressure sitting over just to the southeast. We'll probably turning a little bit milder with winds up from more of a west or a southwesterly direction. However, let's break these down into monthly periods. So this is December's 500 millibar high anomaly from the JMA, and this looks absolutely perfect if you want a cold and wintering month with high pressure reaching in the Atlantic, going up to Greenland and back to the Arctic. Low pressure is across western parts of Europe, and you will think we're placed on the cold side of the jet and potentially pulling in the wind from a cold north or northeast direction. I can't see anything other than a cold and maybe quite snowy December being the outcome of that. It may not be a December to remember, probably not quite to that level, but it certainly looks like that should deliver a cold and wintry December. January's 500 millibar high anomaly looks like that. High pressure sort of goes to our east, so an anticyclonic January. We are not that far from a very cold January there. We just need to place that high pressure a little bit further north towards Scandinavia and bringing winds from the east. As it is, I think January probably like transitional, maybe starting off cold and wintry and gradually becoming a little bit less cold anticyclonic. And then February looks like that with high pressure just to our east and south. And that will be a mild month. That will be a mild February with winds coming up from the south. So definitely the JMA going for a front-loaded winter there. And the interest really is in December, possibly a little bit in January, especially earlier January. But particularly the interest is in December with a front-loaded winter. Right, we're just going to go back to weather. We'll have a look at the 12Z ECM, and then we are done. It's been an epic live stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for making this live stream absolutely fantastic. Here we go then. Finally, the ECM 12Z looking like that for Saturday. Low pressure is out to west, high pressure over Scandinavia. Let battle commence. Plenty of low pressure coming in from the open next week. Bouts of wind and rain sweeping in from off the Atlantic up to day 10. The ECM looks like that. Deep low pressure out in the Atlantic. That looks like it's going to bring us another bout of wet and windy weather. Low with the heights over Scandinavia compared to some of the model output that we've seen. But if you trap that low pressure just there, does that look like it could be going down towards Biscay? I wonder if that low pressure goes down towards Biscay, heights could rise behind it and start bringing colder east winds. The plot is thickening, everyone. The plot is well and truly thickening. Thank you so much, everybody, for an incredible live stream. And we're going to be doing plenty of live streams over the next few we're going to be doing plenty of live streams for you over the next few days as we keep going with this ever evolving and developing scenario. Thank you so much. Right, we're at the end of the live stream now. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been absolutely fantastic. I'm going to turn up this way, capturing and put the image up and the webcam coming up too. Everybody say thanks so much to our moderators. Everybody say thanks so much to Kevin and also to SB and to James 098 and to Paul James as well That would be epic. Thank you so much. You are amazing, amazing moderators. And yeah, we're going to be live streaming 3 times a week over the next few weeks as we build up to the winter in 2022, 2023. And you know, we're going to see what happens. Lloyd Wilson, December. Fingers crossed. We shall see, my friend. We shall see. Thank you so much for being an epic live stream. I'm going to stop the live stream there. And wish you all a fantastic Wednesday evening. Stephen Howe, I would love a bit of JMA. It did look epic for December, didn't it? It looked really epic for December. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm going to stop the live stream there. It's been absolutely epic. We will be live stream again on Friday. Going to have our Friday night live stream coming up for you on Friday at 10 p.m. So I shall see you live for that one, maybe. Otherwise, the next live stream will be next Monday, when we will be discussing the epic 12th winter update. 12th winter update, among other things, we're going to have a lot of stratosphere data, and we'll also have analogues for the hurricane season. So that's going to be epic too. Yeah, so a lot to come, a lot to look forward to. It's going to be absolutely great. Thank you so much for giving us our biggest live stream. I think probably the concurrent count on this stream towards what anything I saw in last winter, which is probably our biggest live stream since 2021, 2022. I'm not sure, I have to check it, but certainly been a very, very big live stream. So thank you so much, everybody. I say the plot is thickening, and we're going to have more coming up for you in the coming days, weeks, and months, of course. Stay safe and stay well. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening, and we shall see you with our Friday night live stream after 10 p.m. on Friday. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.